4. So today we'll be kind of talking about kind of different topics, small little topics, not that much. One topic we were talking about is the tragedy that happened at the Travis Scott concert. I think it was this weekend. I do feel bad because I think there was a 12-year-old passed away.
Yeah, RIP. Rest in peace for the people that passed away.
And I see a lot of comments out there, or not comments, but a lot of videos that talking about why Travis Scott, how he got mad because he stopped the show, or the camera guys didn't help, or stuff like that. I guess there's always two sides for every story. And sometimes it's kind of hard, to say like, hey, what to do, if we should stop it or not. But I have seen other I forgot what artists.
They didn't call for security?
They were trying to, but security wasn't helping them out.
Damn, definitely there's a lawsuit for that.
And I think that's the bad part about it. And there's like this, what's it called? There's this, they were showing last time too, I think, I'm not sure if it was Linkin Park, or one of those rock, pop rock, whatever you want to call it, bands. They were actually, they actually stopped their concert when they saw somebody fall. They do the mosh pits and stuff, shit like that. And they stopped the concert. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they stopped it. When they told them about it or they saw it, they literally said, hey, stop. And then they started telling the crowd, like, whenever somebody fall, you help them out. And then, if not, they were gonna stop the show. But then they showed like Travis Scott, I think at one point getting mad because they stopped the show. They're like, oh, who's telling me to stop? Stuff like that. So I think that's the bad part about it. I think as an artist, even if it's true, if it's not true, I think artists should always stop to make sure that everybody's, safe. And then I think that's why I don't like going to this type of stuff, because there's so much people and there's like just standing around, And then the problem is security really didn't, because they say that somebody started poking them with a needle, So people were, security should have checked like 100% right now, what everybody's bringing in, and how can, if they have metal detectors, I'm sure, how can they not detect the needle, stuff like that. So those are things that, that it's sad that we had to go through this, and this, 21st century, we started to see all this shit, So I do feel bad for all these victims that happened, and, hopefully, everything will be resolved. And I think the bad part about what Travis Scott did was actually going out and saying, apologizing for it, And I think this is the problem with social media nowadays. I think that they feel that they should go and apologize and make things right. What he should have actually done is, okay, something happened, just reach out to the family and say, hey, how can I help you? Don't go out to the public, because then it kind of shows that you're faking the apology. So I think that's one of the biggest things that they should do is...
The only thing is people expect that, bro. I mean, regardless if you apologize or not, people are gonna say something. You know what I mean?
No,
I mean, if he doesn't apologize, bro, people are gonna be out on Twitter. They're gonna be on Instagram. They're gonna be out on TikTok making videos saying, why hasn't this, big artists apologize or say something? Why wait so long? I mean, I think regardless, they're gonna bash him for what he did or didn't do. So.
Oh yeah, and then, like I said,
but I mean, it is really a messed up situation, because it wasn't just one person, right?
Yeah,
it was like 8 kids that died.
But that's what I'm saying. I think what he should have done is kind of kept it on the low and reaching out to the families. You get me?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know if he did.
No, yeah, he did. He said he was gonna pay for all the funerals, expenses at the hospital expenses. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the next day, right away, he went and took out the statement saying, "I'm sorry for what happened." And that's what I'm saying.
Maybe, but it was expected, though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you expect something, it's already bad already. Like, everybody expects, you should say sorry because of the thing that you did. But why not, instead of going right away and saying it, why not just go out there and look for the family members that actually they got hurt and stuff like that, and saying, I'm here to help you. What can I help you out with? So forget about saying sorry and showing the world that you're sorry, because it kind of shows that you're kind of faking it. So why not just go, and then maybe the people might say, hey, you know what? No, actually, Travis Scott's actually doing something. He went ahead and not think about the world to know that he's sorry. He went ahead and actually took action right away.
So I can't really like speak much of it because I don't really know exactly what happened. But what exactly happened? How did the kids die?
Well, supposedly there was somebody started poking them with a needle, I guess, certain people. And so I guess someone went to cardiac arrest. And then some people...
With a needle?
Yeah. And so some people, as what I've been hearing, I guess some people, when they were running, some fell. They were like stepping all over and stuff like that. You know? So that's how some people died. You know? And that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think Travis Scott should have done. Like, I'm not saying that it's good or bad what he did. But I think the biggest thing is, you know what, just forget about social media and forget about the world. You know, there's something more important is that people that actually have somebody pass away in that day, you know, help them out and go after them and say, hey, you know what, like that when somebody says, hey, you know, why hasn't Travis Scott come out? Because he's more worried of making sure that everybody's safe and making sure the whole world knows that he's sorry. You know, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tragedy, you know, knowing what happened, especially with people being so young, and definitely there's something odd about it because I mean it wasn't just 1, 2, 3. I mean, from what I read, and it was just something, you know, I think an article. You know, they mentioned it was like 8 people. That's a lot of people. 8 people is a lot of people. I mean, I know there's thousands of people, but no security available. I mean, what happened there? I mean, they could, you know, they could have definitely stopped the show. I mean, I don't know. It's just big tragedy, and hopefully, you know, the parents can, you know, I don't know, maybe get compensated. I mean, it's not gonna change the, you know, people past, you know, the kids. But man, that's sad.
You know, and you know, pretty much not that much we can say. Like, you know, and then you know, so moving on from that, you know, I know he doesn't know that much about sports, but you know, shout out to Canelo. He actually won.
I like watching boxing, bro. Boxing. I've been watching boxing since I was young. But other sports that he watches, no, yeah, shout out to Canelo.
Yeah, he's the new undisputed champion. And a lot of people talk shit on him. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk. And see, this is the bad part about it. Like, and this is what I hate, you know. A lot of people talk about, oh, is he actually the best boxer in Mexico, like, ever? And it doesn't matter if he's the best boxer in Mexico or ever, or he's the best boxer ever, the Mexican boxer ever. What matters is if he actually representing and giving us. And this is what we always talked about. This is what I always say. Why do we always have to bring ourselves down? Maybe, you know, for all those, like, I see a lot of people talk about it. Juan Manuel Marquez, then some other guy talk about it. Because he fights, like, unknown boxers. But all these boxers that he's fought, they have a title. You know, and they're the champion. So it's not his fault that there's not that many good fighters out there to box against. So a lot of people say, oh, like if he would have fought like Pacquiao or he would have fought all these rappers, all these boxers, you know, it wouldn't have been the same. But you know, that's not his fault. It's not his fault that he was young and he was really coming out, and then these guys were in their prime, and now they're leaving. They left their prime. They're already retired, and this guy's in his prime. That's not his fault. It's nobody's fault. So instead of saying like, oh, is he the best Mexican boxer ever? You know, they should all say, hey, you know what? It's not that he's the best Mexican boxer ever. He's the best boxer right now in the world. Doesn't matter who he's fought. Doesn't matter anything. At the end of the day, when he retires, we can talk about it. But let's praise what he's done. Let's give him proud for what he's done. Let's stop putting each other down. And that's the biggest thing that we have. And I always say, stop putting us Mexicans each other down. And stop criticizing each other and help each other out and saying he is the best boxer ever in the world right now. There's nobody that can touch him. That's what I think.
I have to agree with them as far as, you know, him being one of the best boxers of this era right now. I know a lot of people will say, hey, but what about, you know, Mayweather, you know, he won the fight when, you know, it was, you know, versus Canelo, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, he won, but I mean, most of the fights you see with Mayweather, you don't really see knockouts. You don't see, you know, I mean, most of the time he's just running around, just waiting for the minutes to pass by to the next round. Getting the other opponent tired. Yeah, you can say he's good at that. There's no doubt. But I mean, no one's really gonna talk about him in the next 20, 30 years. They're just gonna say, yeah, he used to run around. But yes, the only thing is, I guess the only thing about Canelo right now is that he has a lot of haters and supporters at the same time, and most of them are Hispanic. That they're even Mexican. I think there was a little interview. I think I saw it on TikTok. But I guess they were asking Marcus about Canelo, if he thought he was the best. And he asked Marcus if Canelo was the best at this time, and he said no. He said that there's other people that have done the same thing that he's done. So I don't know about that, but and there's been a lot of good fighters over the years. Definitely Mexican fighter has one of the top fighters. Puerto Ricans have good fighters. Filipinos has another good fighters as well. So shout out to them. But definitely Mexicans, I think we have it in our blood. Go fierce. Go all the way. In my opinion.
But that's the bad part about it. But I think people should start really praising him and stop talking shit about him.
I think he might even be better than De La Hoya, bro, in his prime.
Yeah.
De La Hoya, in my opinion, De La Hoya was a pretty good boxer, bro.
Yeah, but I think the power punch Canelo has is different, and the head movement and stuff like that. I think De La Hoya is good, but De La Hoya, I think recently said that he can knock out Canelo, and that's who he wants to fight. Come on, that is just spreading shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I was a little bit, I guess, impressed that Canelo. I know he was going to win, but I didn't know he was going to win by knockout. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you watch the fight, bro, you can definitely see the difference in height.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you can also, see how far Canelo's punches, how far they went. You know what I mean? And the other fool, he had longer arms, so but this fool had to get like really, really close, to get him, really good.
Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry, it's just that.
No, I mean,
I'm telling you, if you're gonna go viral for the stupid shit he does, man. But anyways, yeah, but I think Canelo, is pretty good, and I think he is the number one boxer right now. I don't think nobody can top him. And a lot of people say, I know there's a lot of people saying, he should fight this guy, he should fight this other guy. Just give it time, Then when he fights him, but there's gonna be no excuse. And I know people want him to fight against Triple G again, but I think Triple G is already old. I don't think I've heard him fight in a long time. But if we do get that fight, I think it's going to be a disappointment because I think Canelo will beat the shit out of him. And I think people will be like, he's already too old, and Triple G hasn't fought. Triple G should have retired. So, and all these excuses, but I think Triple G just, I don't think the fight should happen because of the fact that he's already old. But moving on from that too, about all this, I have a question. What do you think? I know it still happens, but I guess not as much because everything's been canceled already. But what do you feel about that? Like, what's it called? Like cultural cancel. How like all these stuff has been getting canceled because of the fact that they feel it's not the correct way.
I don't agree with it. I don't really agree with it, to be honest. But at this point, it seems like almost everything and everyone's gonna get canceled for their own beliefs. So
yeah, and that's what I say. Like,
people should have their own beliefs, and
Like, did you see how like some people had to take off their thing, the seat from the bread, and then all this shit. Yeah,
and I get it, bro. I mean, but when people, I don't know about Aunt Jemima, you know what I mean? As far as like how black people felt, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure having, someone from your race on a food product, I'll be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you have the tapatio guy.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, cancel him because he looks this way," or not every Mexican is this way. Or they can say, what else? What other things?
They've been canceling bear from Bimbo.
Why did the Bimbo?
I don't know. I guess it's like they cancel a lot of like even Gasito Marinela like that. And the reason why they say that they had to cancel it is because it attracts kids for them to want to eat.
Where? Here or Mexico?
In Mexico and everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, see, and this is why I say like, and that's why I say.
I mean, if they want to cancel that, I mean, they should cancel Coke. I mean, Coca-Cola. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? Because I mean, honestly, one of the leading, I guess, health problems or disease in Mexico is diabetes. You know what I mean? And almost, every Mexican that I know of, likes drinking Coke.
But see, there's a documentary that talks about it's called a Game Changer. You guys should watch it. And actually, sugar is not the reason why people get diabetes.
It's okay. What is it? What is it?
And in the documentary, it says that beef is the thing that gives.
Oh, I have to disagree on that part.
Trust me. They say that that's the reason why. And they say studies have shown it. And the only reason that people are not into it or you don't hear that much about it is because the meat industry has paid millions and millions of dollars to the government to make sure that they take away that out. It's because, like they say, like a lot of people, when you work out and stuff like that, they say, oh, eat a lot of chicken, a lot of beef, stuff like that. But like everybody says, okay, a gorilla could destroy you, cut you in pieces, and any second is stronger than 10 men together. And what do they plants all fucking day?
You don't eat plants, bro.
Huh?
You don't eat plants.
I was saying gorillas.
No, I mean, I don't really believe what he's saying about meat. I mean, why would meat be? You know what I mean? I mean, people in Mexico can barely afford meat, bro.
What are you talking about? Like fucking.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, the cause diabetes, people in Mexico can barely eat meat. They're gonna eat tortillas.
What do you find in every corner in Mexico? You didn't even got in Mexico. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm just saying, people in Mexico are gonna be just eating tortillas, beans, quesito.
Trust me.
Nah, bro, there is no doubt. No, we can debate on that. I mean,
but that's the reason. Okay, but you guys should watch that. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called Game Changer. It's on Netflix. Watch it. And
that's the one thing I don't believe in, that meat causes this and that. It's not even the meat.
How do you know?
The arteries, this and that. It's not even that. Bro, it's no, not the doctor, bro. I mean, there's a lot of research. They're gonna, the people are gonna say, oh, it's pseudoscience, this and that, but it's not, bro.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what makes meat good for you? You know how long does it take to digest meat?
Hey, it still digests.
Huh? How long? You know how long?
I know, but you know that
you eat a lot of meat. Look at you.
Look at you. Look at five people right here. Fucking, you should cancel this fool. Anyways, it's not the meat, it's the sugar, no doubt. Insulin resistance and all this sugar and all that, it's gonna cause all this side effects, and it's gonna cause this, things on your body. I mean, in my opinion, when I was
Coke has more than just sugar.
That's a bunch of
and that's
colorings.
Yeah, that's the thing that messes you up. Look at you.
Well, first of all, it's not real sugar.
I know.
Right?
But okay.
Even the Mexican soda.
Yeah. Okay, well.
But I'm not gonna. I don't think it's meat, bro.
Okay, we didn't get the big.
This motherfucker just a steak this morning.
Hey, that's just good. I'm not saying.
You should have been eating fucking salad.
I'm not saying that fucking not to eat meat. I love to eat meat. You get me? But that's what I'm saying. You get me? Like at the end of the day, like as the research have shown, that it's actually.
Okay, hold on. This was talking about meat. Like I said, he just had meat for breakfast. Ask him what he does for his job.
I'm a meat cutter.
Exactly.
Do I eat the meat?
You do.
No, No.
I've seen your Instagram, bro. You're always doing Korean barbecues.
Okay, but
Well, it's not the meat. It's not the meat. No, bro.
Maybe like what you guys. Okay, this guy.
How do you cook the meat? With what? What are you gonna use? Oil, right?
No, I don't use it.
What do you use?
Deep fry it.
Deep fry it?
Air fryer.
No, I've seen you cook, bro. You don't.
Have you ever seen it? Go on my TikTok. I have it there. The air fry of steak.
I'm gonna name what's unhealthy. You know that vegetable oil. You're gonna cook the meat on. Cook it in butter. Cook it in ghee. Cook it in lard. People are gonna say, "Oh, it's gonna clog your arteries." No, it's not. Hey, check out Ribeiro.com and tell me otherwise.
Okay, listen.
No, you're saying it was meat.
It is. Like
It's not meat.
Okay. Either way.
Okay. Let's go back to that, bro. I want to talk about it a little bit longer. Do you really think people are gonna be eating steaks in Mexico?
It's not about just eating steak.
I know they're gonna eat their coca, they're gonna eat their tortillas, they're gonna eat their frijoles, they're gonna eat their papas. They can barely. There's a lot of people that don't even make that money to buy meat all the time. Meat is something that is gonna come around like every 2 weeks, a month.
But I'm not saying about beef in general. I'm saying chicken. Chicken and beef are the leading cause.
Beef and chicken.
Why do you? Okay, you gotta understand this. Okay, well, what does a cow eat, and what does a chicken eat?
Well, the cow is supposed to eat just grass, but they don't get fed grass.
What do they get from?
Grains.
Okay. So they eat all that shit, right?
Also, chicken. Right.
So they eat all that stupid shit that you see in there, right?
Yeah.
So where do you think all that goes?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you see how? Okay, like for example, right? You see how they say free range chicken? You know, like they say, like when chickens are in like a little jaula, whatever, they get stressed, right?
Yeah.
So when the meat tastes bad, okay, why? Because they get stressed. So it's the same thing where it goes when the cows eat all this shit, all this stupid fucking ingredients, shit like that. That's why when they eat it, it goes all into the meat, and that's why the meat is bad. There's only one thing.
I agree on that part that the meat is not good quality. Yeah, because of definitely there's a lot of ranchers, but who owns the ranch?
People.
No, who really owns the ranch? Corporations, bro.
Yeah.
Big corporations.
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot of people that want to do their own thing.
Okay, yes.
There's ranchers, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Did you just hear, like, I don't know, bro, Google it, but there was some ranchers that wanted to build their own plants, bro. Because these motherfuckers, I get it, the motherfuckers want to take over everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously they're gonna, all those animals are gonna be, the ones that are gonna get slaughtered, they're gonna be fed, crap, no doubt. But still, I mean, high quality beef versus low quality beef. Of course, you're gonna choose high quality beef, but is high quality beef gonna cause what you just said at the beginning? No, you said that was the leading cause of diabetes.
Yes, but not everybody eats high quality beef. Do you eat high quality beef? No, right? You still go to a supermarket and buy it. So what do you think they do?
Shout out to Stater Brothers.
So that's what I'm saying, you get me? That's what I'm saying, that low quality beef and all this shit it's bad for you, and it's the leading cause of diabetes.
But people can barely afford low quality beef in Mexico, bro.
Okay, like I said,
they're gonna be eating gancitos, mazapanes, tortillas.
Okay, but that's
all
what
those
I'm saying.
carbs, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, of course, it's not just the sugar itself, but the number one leading cause of diabetes is meat. And like I said, if you guys don't believe me, watch this documentary or even Google it, and you'll see. And they even do tests on it, and they even say...
Go Ribeiro.com, Revero.com. And tell me otherwise.
Oh, okay, so what is that?
Anyway, let's keep talking.
Explain, what is that? Like,
okay, Revero.com is actually a website, I think it's owned by a doctor called, you should Google it, Dr. Sean. Basically he's been, and I'm just talking about, if it was meat itself that causes diabetes and all these health issues. Actually, they just published a paper just recently. He has it on his Instagram or his YouTube channel. But bro, it's not even the meat. So he's been like literally a carnivore, almost like zero carbs, no oils, no nothing, bro. Go check out all the peoples and people with dementia, people with diabetes, people with gut issues. Go and check, read all everything, bro.
So you know.
No, go
research?
read this. Go.
So you know all
It's
the research?
people, bro.
Yeah, so you know all the research. So then why don't you follow it yourself?
Who?
You,
Follow who?
all the research that you were doing about.
Why do I don't follow them?
Hey,
This is the motherfucker that said about meat, eating meat in the morning.
Like I said, okay. But see, I know the research just because I know that. Okay, that I saw with the documentary and you talked about it. I'm not saying no.
But you're saying that the leading cause, that's not the leading cause.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that when I eat meat, I don't eat meat every day. You know what I mean? But that's what the research what it says. It says literally it says meat is the leading cause.
Okay.
The only reason that they don't say it is because the meat industry pays millions and millions of dollars to the.
I doubt it, bro. They wanna bro. That sounds like people wanna just remove meat.
So why is it that plants are more expensive than meat?
What plants?
Organic.
What plants?
Any organic food, fruit or vegetables you go is more expensive than meat.
Tell me what plants.
Huh?
Which ones?
Any organic, like tomatoes is organic. Any of this stuff. You go to McDonald's, a hamburger is 99 cents or $1 or $2. But a salad costs you.
So
like
here's the
$8.
thing, McDonald's fast food. Who knows what's in that? We don't even know if it's actually beef.
It's not. Who will sell you a 99-cent burger? It's the
I
same
know.
thing with tacos.
But you're saying that plants are.
You know the tacos from Talking About is not
Oh,
with
they're
me,
pretty
right?
good, but.
They're tofu. See, you didn't know that.
No. I know that wasn't
But you're
meat.
pretty sure you're like, oh,
No, I know
good.
that wasn't meat.
You probably went to go ask the
No, I know.
cashier, like, hey, what type of meat do you guys eat?
I know it wasn't meat. I know it was a mixture of like oatmeal and some other stuff. I didn't know it was tofu, but I thought it was oatmeal and some other stuff.
But like I said, why is it that all the healthy stuff is more expensive than meat? You go buy organic.
That's tofu. McDonald's, I don't even think that's even meat.
Okay,
that's why I don't eat at McDonald's.
What are you talking about? You fucking every time you go and deliver food, you eat it. It's McDonald's food.
I don't eat McDonald's. I don't even like McDonald's. Shout out to In-N-Out though.
Anyway, but yeah, that's the reason why I say that all this meat is cheaper than actually how it's supposed to be. You get me? Like it's more expensive than organic.
Okay, where you work, is the meat cheap?
Huh? No. But why do you think it's not cheap no more? There's nobody working at the slaughterhouse. That's the only reason. But there's a whole bunch of.
Okay. Without watching that documentary, bro, like I said, there's people we can go back and forth. But if you put two people, listen, if you put two people, one eating meat, okay, and potatoes, and a glass of wine, all right. Let's just put wine. Let's put that stuff, right? So you got the beef, you got the potatoes, you got wine. Now on this side, you're gonna eat beans, right? Tortillas, right? And something that was. I'm gonna say a deep fried food, right? Which one do you think is worse?
Of course, the deep fried food.
Okay. So there's no deep fried food, bro. Okay, let's remove it. But you think tortillas, beans, and rice is gonna be more healthy than the steak and potatoes?
Yeah.
They're gonna be more healthy. In what way?
One, because the beef is fed a lot of shit, like I told you before. Right? Now the potatoes, of course, is high in carbs and high in sugar. Now the rice and beans and the tortillas, what are they made of?
So first of all, the tortillas, most likely here in the U.S., they're gonna be made of GMO,
Okay, now,
Corn.
okay,
They're gonna meet up corn.
A lot of stuff nowadays has no GMO.
Okay, the tortillas do, because it's corn. Almost all crops. All crops have that. Alright? So you got already the carbs, you already got the bad stuff in the tortillas. Now, and I love tortillas. Now you have the beans, you have the protein in the beans. Right? And then you have the rice. Yeah, it's all carbs.
But at the end of the day, what is it?
Carbs.
No. Besides that, everything's a plant, right? So everything's a plant, and what can destroy a person with one punch? What can rip a car door? A gorilla. And what do gorillas eat? Plants.
But yeah, bro.
Have you ever tried?
I'm just how all those things that I just mentioned, bro, they're gonna fuck up the gut bacteria in your stomach.
Okay.
The micro.
No, I'm telling you because I went plant-based for 1 month, and my energy levels and everything was different. Like
Should I pick one?
It's just too hard. It's hard to be honest, like, especially if you're working in the meat department. It's hard. Especially when everybody around you eats meat. I mean, like, there has to be steak, chorizo, to be hot dogs and shit like that. So
Well, now you don't have anything to say, bro, because you can buy that fake Frankenstein meat.
Yeah, and that's why I went. When I was eating, I was going plant-based, and that's what I bought some plant-based, chorizo plant-based. It was before everybody started jumping to plant-based. But that's what I say, that all this plant-based is actually better. Eating plants and eating all this is actually way better than eating meat. So that's what I say, meat, and the documentary talks about is a leading cause for diabetes. And a lot of doctors say, oh, eliminate the sugar, eliminate this, but technically you can still have diabetes without you cut out the sugar, you'll still get diabetes. There's a lot of people out there with diabetes. And what do they say? When you have diabetes, what do they tell you? Cut off all the sugars and cut off all what? Herbs. No. But what else? They say cut off the sugar, cut off any chicken, anything. You can eat fish, but you cannot eat chicken or beef.
I don't know about chicken because I'm not really a fan of chicken, and chicken is probably not that healthy anyways, but I'll agree what he said about, meat, low quality meat. I will agree on that part. But, if, someone who, feeds, cows, just let them, roam around, eat grass and all that. I mean, that's way different than, having, companies produce all that type of meat. So, I guess we can agree on that part, but I would disagree that diabetes, leading cause. I mean, first of all, like I said, people can barely afford meat now, even before. I mean, if you see people, they're eating just carbs, sugars, fake dyes on the food. So who knows what are the effects on that? Even the things on hot dogs and bacon, nitrates, and all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't agree. But what do you guys think? You guys should let us know on your opinions.
Yeah, let us know. And back to the culture canceling. I think this is one of the worst things that can ever happen to our generation, where a lot of people cannot say what they want to say because they have to watch out what to say. They might hurt somebody's feelings, stuff like that. Like recently with the Dave Chappelle, I don't know everything about it, but I know he was talking about transgender and stuff like that. But honestly, like, this is what I think about, and this is why I always say with equality with women and men, it's hard to say, oh, we should all have equality when it's not the same thing. Like when it comes to equality, yeah, I understand when it comes to jobs and when it comes to this, but it's kind of hard when women cannot do the same job a man can. And I know there's women out there that can do it, but it's pretty hard. Our muscles are different, our strength is different, our body texture is different, and I applaud women that are out there hustling, trying to get the career, trying to do something, trying to provide for the family. and stuff like that. But sometimes we do need to set a barrier between each other. And with all this culture canceling, the fact that people cannot say, even for a comedian, this guy's a comedian, people say jokes, they laugh about it, and now they can't even say that, So those are things that I don't like about culture canceling. I hate all this, that everybody's too soft nowadays, even our generations is becoming too soft, all this stuff that I understand with bullying is one of the biggest things that we shouldn't be tolerating. But culture canceling is one of the worst things that we can have, where not that many rappers cannot say what they want to say. It's kind of like it takes away the freedom of speech that we have. And I feel that now for everything they say, if people don't like it, they have to go say, oh, I'm sorry. You're just making a fake sorry. How can you be okay with somebody faking a sorry, saying, oh, I'm sorry for what I say, but they don't really mean it. They said what they said and they meant it, or maybe it was just a joke. And I think that's why culture canceling should stop. They should let people be, and they should stop trying to cancel everything that they feel bad that's going on.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are, they're gonna go, what's it called? Well, I mean, they're gonna say, hey, people, should have some type of censorship, I guess, and not allow them to say what they feel or what they think. But at the same time, I believe that's not right. I mean, there's some things that are common sense, but of course, common sense not common. But at the same time, I feel that we should, stop with the BS, canceling everything. They're gonna cancel next. They're even trying to cancel meat. In my opinion, that's bad. People should have their options. People want to eat, plant-based foods. Go ahead. It's your life. It's your, style. Whatever you want to do it. You know what I mean? But canceling every little thing. From artists, from comedians, from all that kind of stuff. I feel it is a little bit. It's just, I don't know, stupid. But I guess everyone has their own opinion on that. But I'm not really gonna talk about too much about it. But they should definitely stop with that BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let people have fun, like the old days, But yeah, just let us know too what you guys feel about this culture canceling type of style.
Yeah, and everyone has different opinions. I have mine. Yes, his. Different type of music, different type of lifestyle. Different type of views. So, I mean, do I hate this guy? Maybe. Is he stupid? Maybe. But he's still my friend. He's still we're good friends. We've been good friends since we were younger. Lived in the same street, the same hood. So. So yeah. I mean, not just because you have different views, you're gonna cancel someone.
Yeah, everybody thinks differently, but so other than that, people should just try to let people be and enjoy everything that we have, because sometimes you don't. If you're afraid of speaking your mind, then that kind of deletes the whole purpose of being yourself and the whole purpose of freedom of speech and stuff like that. So, and like I said, I know a lot of people that you could say they are Trump supporters and stuff like that, and I known them for a while, or even if I met them barely, then they were always afraid of telling me that they were Trump supporters, and then I found out I wasn't mad at them. I would tell them all, hey, well, you have your views, I have my views. Go ahead,
The only thing about what he's saying right now is if you think about it, I mean, there's a lot of people that, when Trump was in office, they wanted him gone. Now that, Biden, became president, He sounds that he doesn't even know what he's talking about most of the time. And I kind of feel that they have him on purpose to see how much, we can tolerate. I feel that they put him on the spotlight, but at the same time, no one says anything about him. When I mean the media, they let him do what he wants. They let him speak what he wants. Most of the times, he doesn't even know what he's speaking, what he's talking about. He's talking about McDonald's and your homework and the line and
yeah.
But I mean, I guess every person is good or bad. I mean, I'm not a Trump supporter, but also not I don't Biden supporter, especially now. But I think he has dementia. He shouldn't even be president. He should have someone else be president.
Yeah. Like, something that I will say is that I guess you could say the bad part about Trump, like I said, he had good things and bad things, you get me? And I think one of the bad things he had, he actually opened up Pandora's box for racism to come out. You get me? There was not that many racist people out there. And I look at them, like you see all these people that they call Karens. They complain for every single little thing, and it goes back to me with the culture casting, you get me? And I hate it. I hate the fact that, like, yes, even the stupidest thing you could say, like let's say for all these people, all the people that say they call Karens out there, you get me? Like they complain for the dumbest things that I've seen, you get me? And I think it's dumb. Like, sometimes they complain on little kids. They complain against like people because they're shopping around. I think last time I saw that some lady tried to turn around to go back to the aisle, and the lady didn't want to let her, saying, "Oh, you already passed through here." So that's what I'm saying. Like stupid things. This is what he opened up. You get me? And I'm not saying that it was probably only him, but I think it opened up those doors for people to complain for anything. You get me? And it opened up, and that goes from, like, let's say, like how people say, oh, they're Trump supporters, right? So let's say, put it that way, they're all Trump supporters, right? So they open up the Pandora's box for all these Trump supporters to come out and be racist and complain for everything. But then it opened up Pandora's box for all these, you could say, non-Trump supporters to come out and complain about themselves, you get me? To try to cancel every single little thing, to try to cancel everything. So this is what I hate this generation about, is that they want to cancel everything. They cry for everything, This is like just the world right now is more soft than it was before, and mainly because of all of this. But like I said, we all agree differently, and we all differently. So, this wraps up episode number 4. I know it's a little bit different than we want to talk about. Most of the time it's music, but there's some topics that we want to talk about and we want to say. Sometimes it could be topics from 5-6 months ago. Sometimes it could be topics now. But those are things that we want to talk about. So just let us know what you guys think. If you get offended, what can I say? If you don't get offended, good for you.
Good.
At the end of the day, we're not doing it just for you. We're doing it for everybody to kind of, just to hear us out, our view, and maybe to hear his view, to let us know what you guys think.
And we'll try to make 2 videos in one day because there's this, I guess there's sometimes a little bit of time when we can meet. So if you see us with the same clothes the same day, we'll try to kill 2 videos in one day. So that's it for now.
Yeah. So see you guys in the next episode. This is Steady Mike closing out.